And we need to be clear, shamelessness is not and will never be a superpower.
They blackmail each other so they can have a union where they won't snitch on each other. Think about that. They do horrible things together so they don't snitch against each other.
It's not like it's just me that knows this story.
Other people know.
A lot of people know.
They're still working, they're still out there, and they're some of the richest, most powerful people in this business.
Allegations that the elites have been protecting child abusers have picked up pace in recent years. Since his 1977 conviction for having sex with a 13-year-old girl, Hollywood figures have repeatedly defended Roman Polanski. Woody Allen is also a figure that has always been protected, despite allegations that he abused his own daughter when she was young. Allen's daughter, Dylan Farrow, expressed her frustrations and said she was disgusted that Hollywood continues to work with her father. There is a lot going on behind closed doors in Hollywood that we don't understand. When I hear people make fun of Kanye West when he talks about these things, it really makes me question their reasoning. I mean, haven't you already seen and heard enough about Hollywood? Did you notice any elites or their puppets, so-called celebrities, criticize Balenciaga when the brand received criticism over the pedophilia campaign? That should tell you a lot about the people in Hollywood. Elijah Wood fearlessly made some explosive allegations about the state of Hollywood, and people praised him for being brave. Elijah Wood said Hollywood has a pedophilia problem and that a lot of vipers are preying on children in the business. He went on to say, clearly, something major is going on in Hollywood. It was all organized. There are a lot of vipers in this industry, people who only have their own interests in mind. There is darkness in the underbelly. What bums me out about these situations is that the victims can't speak as loudly as the people in power. That's the tragedy of attempting to reveal what is happening to innocent people. They can be squashed, but their lives have been irreparably damaged. If you're innocent, you have very little knowledge of the world, and you want to succeed. People with parasitic interests will see you as their prey. What upsets me about these situations is that the victims can't speak as loudly as the people in power. Wood also added that his mother protected him from the dangers of Hollywood as a child, and he never went to parties where that kind of thing was going on. He added that he's been led down dark paths to realize that these things are probably still happening. We need more voices to fight this war. Mel Gibson won't fight alone, and neither will Kanye West. It's easier to win when we attack as a team.
Yo, what's cracking? You know what it is. It's your homeboy Ice Cube. And some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with. You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, what? Who? Come on, man, stop playing. So, ever since I put out the contract with Black America, you know they've been fucking with me. Here and there, this and that. But it's cool, you know. I expect that. You know, I've been working with, on the big three for a long time. And you know how they've been fucking with me with that. I done made it, plain, simple, and clear what they've been doing, The NBA been fucking with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA. Really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do, when I say work with us, is to stop working against us. Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Mainstream media, they ain't fucking with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves, you know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without these motherfuckers, so we don't need them, you don't need them, So, what am I gonna do to deal with these motherfucking gatekeepers? Well, what I'm gonna do is go on a Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour. And I'm going to go talk to everybody, you know, and get a chance to get my message out to the people. Be able to let people hear from me, you know, and you know, you might agree, you might not, but the important thing is, you know, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think. And, you know, some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing. And it's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the big three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. You know, I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored as fuck in the summer with summer sports and want something cool like the big three. So here we are. Appreciate you. Much love, much respect from your homeboy Ice Cube. Remember that.
Is that a gang sign? Have you,
Oh, like you don't know what it is. Come on, Jimmy. Seriously, the time is up. People are hip to this kind of stuff. I'm here tonight to blow the lid off it, to be the whistleblower. I'm sick and tired of the secrets and the lies. It is the secret symbol of the Illuminati, and you're a part of it for years now. Talk show hosts, people on television, people in sitcoms have been hired by the government to throw you off the track, to distract you, to make you laugh and stuff like that, make you happy and docile so you don't know what's really going on.
Jim Carrey uses humor to reveal important truths, even though it may seem like he's just making fun of conspiracy theories. When he cracks jokes, it makes people think he's only kidding, but deep down, he's dead serious. If you watch Jimmy Kimmel while Jim Carrey talks about the secret hand signal and the Illuminati, you'll notice Jimmy trying to keep a fake smile on his face, like he's playing along. But we all know what those smiles and laughs mean. He couldn't just say it out loud. He couldn't wait for Jim to shut up because he had taken things too far. Jim Carrey isn't alone in this battle to expose these monsters. Many other famous people, like Kanye West and Dave Chappelle, have been speaking up about it. They're tired of the rich and powerful people who control and run the world. They want to expose these powerful figures and their secret plans. Jim Carrey once said that people on TV are actually hired by the government to control and manipulate us. If that's true, it means that the elites, the super rich and influential people, are the ones in charge of the government. Presidents are just puppets put in place to run the show, following the elites' orders. The elites also use the government to control everything in Hollywood, including what we see on TV and in movies. In reality, television is one of the ways these powerful elites maintain their control over us. They don't want the public to be well informed or actively involved in making decisions. They prefer to keep us in the dark because an informed and engaged public could challenge their power and influence. So, when Jim Carrey and others like him talk about these serious matters, they're trying to make people think. They want us to question the things we see and hear, especially on TV, and to consider who really holds the strings in our world. It's not just jokes, it's a way of opening our eyes to the truth behind the scenes.